Bienvenidos, Fright fans! Welcome to the horror show. I'm Jaime and Fuego, doing a special solo review here, and yeah, that's right, this is a 2018 film that just recently arrived on the red boxes, and it's probably VODing somewhere in front of a computer or tablet, whatever hand device near you. Talking about something called Monster Party, and this was actually on my radar when it had a very brief theatrical release, and it was only limited, I think, maybe for a weekend or two. And you know, certain friends of mine, especially one in particular, Barbara from the Arizona Republic, she reviewed it, and she was like, "This film is grisly, it's crazy, and it's something different with the horror genre, so you need to check it out." And overall impression of a film where you have some kids who are catering a party and the people aren't what they seem. I have to at least give you that premise and that setup. I really liked it. It's not like a revolution or something amazing or anything, but damn, they went for it with the gore in certain places, and I had fun with this, despite the fact that I can't say I particularly liked any of their characters that much, and it kind of kept me on my toes. Certain people who I thought, despite their unlikability, were going to be the steadfast core of the crew, that didn't happen, and so that's where I got to give props to the writers and everything. Yeah, the writer and the director of this, he had done some shorts and some bits here and there, but this is really his like big time, you know, like forefront debut. And so yeah, Monster Party with that setup, it's one where you don't want to spoil the twist of what these people are at this super high end. I mean, story wise, yeah, it basically starts out where you're at this mansion, sprawling, immense, amazing looking, and you have these really pretentious looking rich people, family, presumably co-workers, you don't know, and I'm not going to specify either way what it really entails, but you start seeing a lot of really pretty, stupidly, just, I don't know, like haughty and nose up in the air people at this place, and you know, that's really, there's no dialogue, it just goes right into it. And then we meet this ragtag crew of three, where there are two dating, and then there's another one who is not, and is more of like the mechanical, you know, kind of essence of their little breaking and entering that is going down. And yeah, the face of the you know, aspirations and the stealing is obviously this girl. Pretty, but not the most amazing of actresses or anything like that. But as the two guys go in and steal a bunch of stuff, you know, after like popping the alarm, you know, the you know, digital coding and everything, and going in and stealing whatever valuables they can find, she stands at watch in front of these prime properties and tries to be like, "Hey, I'm going door to door, blah blah blah. You know, do you want to help with global warming?" and with so on and so forth. It's like the most, you know, we're progressive type of thing. But yeah, long story short, they have something really bad go down with the father of one of the characters, and he has gambling debts, and he is being held as like ransom collateral, whatever. And one of our main characters goes to check on the father and what his fate is and what the price is, and that's really where this big time score that they are aspiring towards goes down, because yeah, trying to get this father freed from the stupid situation that he has created for himself, and go to said dinner party in the guise of being caterers, you know, like the Party Down show. I think that's what it's called, the one with Adam Scott. And I love some Lizzie Kaplan. Anyway, they show up at this house, and there is a daughter who is slightly flirtatious. There is a mother hot in her own right, but with a strange quirk to her. And then they slowly meet the father and the rest of the oncoming dinner guests. And God, the brother is a trip in this movie, and some of his friends are incredibly irritable, and the twists start to come pretty soon, and you realize why this dinner party is transpiring in the first place. And the funny thing is, I heard that there was a twist, and I heard that there was some interesting things that make this a horror movie. Thankfully, they weren't spoiled for me. I had a lot of speculations as to what they could be. All the thoughts and possibilities that ran through my mind did not end up being what we eventually saw. Now, I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I'm not saying that that's what I would have preferred to see, but I still liked what I saw. And the execution, if we're going to segue into acting, the executions were good, and we'll mention that in the filming and whatnot. But one of the things that maybe was a problem is that acting was not that good in this movie. I felt like there was some camaraderie between one of the kids and one of our core characters that are trying to rob the place and get more than they bargained for. But beyond them, I didn't get and enjoy a lot. Although, one character, I do not know the name of the actor, I cannot aim on the name of this particular actor. But I will say, peeps, the fact that he was most recently in why can I not think of the name of this film? And it's going to drive me absolutely nuts. But, oh, goodness. Well, it's not transpiring. I saw him in a film recently that also starred the guy who was played Superman and, this girl who I have seen in Straw Dogs and a bunch of different things. The Domestics! Thank you, Fuego, for your mind actually being able to recall. This particular actor, he's also in The Domestics in a decent minor character role. He is great in this movie. I want to say there's a guy from Nip Tuck in this, maybe, or at least that I've seen in some super stylized, snooty LA type of stuff before. But liked, didn't love, but the stuff that I loved, I absolutely loved. And it's performances, when they're good, they're very good. The setup, it's beyond good. I really enjoyed it, even if the execution of all the different beats and points wasn't as good. If we're talking violence and gore and craziness, once it finally gets going, and very similar to another film that I enjoyed the hell out of, but, I felt like, okay, it takes some time, it takes some setup, Velvet Buzzsaw. I enjoyed the setup, and once they got to it, when the gore came, it wasn't always there, but when it hit bullseye status, and there is an initial kill in the bathtub, one particular character inflicting from the family, and I'm just like, damn! Yeah, it really went for it, and it was also a character that I wasn't expecting to bite the bullet when they did, but maybe with horror tropes, I could have foreseen that. And then there's another bit where some sort of family secret emerges, and it's borderline flipping the script on what genre this actually is, because the genre becomes one thing, and then when they implement this particular evil, I can't even use the word that I was just going to throw out because it would spoil things. You're just like, wow, this went some different territory, and it made the film more enjoyable, more multifaceted. I love that particular confrontation, and also the demise of another character that I wasn't expecting. So, Monster Party, at the end of the day, y'all, because I'm not gonna, when it's just me, I mean, how much more can I say, especially if I'm not gonna tell you everything about this thing. This video's pure intent is to say that I really liked it, I definitely recommend it, and to implore you to use your Redbox points to review it. I don't think it's streaming anywhere, at least not at the moment, but you can VOD it for a few dollars as well if you would like. And it's not what I expected based on priorly programmed preconceptions. So there you go. It was damn enjoyable, and I'm kind of sad that it wasn't watched by the rest of the crew, Because in this case, this is one that I think Cecil would have really enjoyed, Marsha especially would have enjoyed, and who knows, maybe we can do a spoiler review in the next few weeks or whatever and just get their thoughts on it, because it's one that I thought was constructed interestingly enough that I really wanted to know, as them being my running buddies and just partners in horror, basically what they would have thought about this, because it was very well done. So I've been Jaime and Fuego. As I always say, you can find me on all social media sectors, whatever, just Jamie and Fuego. Still silly with the spelling, but subscribe, like, share this video. Did you dig Monster Party? Did you think it was a badass slant and twist on whatever, just ideas you had walking into it from what you'd read on a synopsis or anything else. And, make sure that you check out our Patreon. We are so supremely appreciative for anybody who does. And, yeah, you can toss out ideas for what we should review. Film-wise, we're the commentaries, whatever it may be. And tell if you even have an idea, if you just randomly come across this and there is a book, a novel that you would like to see, some, insight from me doing the Hail to Stephen King show, that would be super appreciated and intriguing as well. Maybe I can convince the whole crew. So, once again, Fuego here. Y'all have been awesome. Check out Monster Party when you get the chance. And until next time, everybody remember, stay scared.